And I'm David. We are getting so close to the end of Big Brother here.
Guys, this is like
Final
our
three.
second to last video.
Yeah.
The final three.
So Sunday's episode was this clip recap show that we're used to seeing, and they start the first part of the first HOH
right.
Competition at the end. And I actually enjoyed this clip show.
I know, right? This is the best clip show I've seen in a while. I think because I just enjoyed this season. And I was like, oh yeah, that moment.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, that.
I honestly I watched that whole fight all over again between Bailey and Tyler. That was just as good as the first time seeing it.
The first package, which was about the blind sides, I was crying.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, confused,
Yes.
Fessy,
Right.
blind side after blind side.
Week
oh
after
my
week.
gosh. You guys remember the beginning of this season? We were just like, again, here we are.
Every week, somebody's jaw was dropping on the couch when the vote was revealed. It was amazing.
It was so
And then
good.
I also enjoyed seeing some of the footage because, like, I don't catch as much on the feeds as some people. So it was fun to see, like, the segment with Sam getting so mad at JC because
Right.
she saw that footage of him
Yeah.
on that tree and she was convinced he lied to her and she thought he was her friend, and it was just, like, funny to see moments like that.
I thought that was the polite mental breakdown of Sam's that they chose. She had a few, and like that was the one that you could be like, oh, that's cute,
Yeah.
instead of being like really
Whoa,
concerned.
She's crazy.
Yeah.
Right. So overall, I thought it was a good show, even though it's like mostly footage we've already seen before.
Right.
Like, what a good season to sort of revisit the highlights. There are a lot of highlights to revisit.
And I honestly liked they brought Jeff in.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were like, wait, why is Jeff here? But it's so forced and fake when they go, and
I
remember
know.
showmances?
Right.
And you're like,
Just
what?
among the three of them,
Yeah.
like, that's not a real conversation.
Right,
but
but having someone like bring up the questions
Totally.
of, like, you guys had a few showmances.
like an outsider,
Yeah.
and then they can like pretend to tell
Right.
him about these things that he already knows about and has
That
like been
works
briefed. But
so much
yeah,
better.
Totally.
Yeah.
So it was fun. And then at the end of the show, we get, like we said, the first part of this HOH competition, which they're on these like rocket booster things, very physical.
Yes, their arms are up like this.
Yeah.
That's hard.
Yeah. And you can already see in the like short time, clearly it's edited, but like they're having to like give arms like
Yeah.
a rest, like one at a time. It's like a lot of work on your shoulders.
Yeah, that's a lot harder than just like holding onto a rope or something like that.
Yeah.
Now, after this, obviously this already happened and we saw them on the feeds after they came back from that part of the comp, and Casey was like, I can't move my arms.
Yeah.
She was like literally trying to do her hair and her arms were just
Yeah.
like falling, and now I was like, oh my gosh, I see why. Like,
Totally.
that's not a
Yeah.
comfortable position for a long time.
Yeah, and of course, like classic Big Brother, they're getting like sprayed on the back,
Yes.
and you know, it's like
Right.
all those sorts of things that they're dealing with.
I am very much looking forward to seeing how that plays out.
Yes.
But let's go ahead and jump to spoilers.
Yes, spoilers.
Oh my God, we are nailing it.
So we know that Tyler won part one of
Yes.
the HOH.
So Tyler and Casey did try to talk beforehand about like how she should win the physical part.
Yeah.
He should win the more mental part, but that is not how that played out.
Nope.
He's really good at those hanging on comps.
Definitely
so
is, yeah.
It went to him.
I'm interested to see, like, maybe she just legitimately like ran out of strength and fell
She
off,
did.
or you
Well,
know,
that's what she says.
right? So you know, it doesn't
She
seem.
said it was all she could do to hang on till JC dropped, and then like she
Okay.
just could not. She tried to signal to Tyler to drop.
Right, like throw it to me, throw it
Yeah,
to me. Right.
and I'll be interested to see if we can actually see that.
Yeah.
But obviously Tyler's not gonna he's just not gonna do that.
He's not
the
stupid.
final HOH. He's
No.
not gonna risk.
Because it's not a guaranteed win on part two.
Right,
You know, like
exactly.
he doesn't know what that competition is. JC has won an HOH now, so anything
Yeah.
is possible.
Anything is accidentally possible.
Yeah, so he's got to be careful. So, you know, I'm sort of not surprised that Tyler pulled out a win for part one.
Absolutely.
But then part two, Casey versus
Casey
JC.
does pull it
Yes,
out.
she does.
So it is Tyler and Casey battling it out in part three.
Yeah.
So the two of them feel great
Yeah.
about the two of them.
Of course. Now, JC was a little grumbly, I've heard, about part two, and apparently there was like a
Right.
wall
Well,
climbing
'cause
aspect
yeah,
that maybe
it's
he
not
didn't feel was
just
fair.
mental.
Right.
He doesn't watch the show like
Yeah.
other people do. So the fact that there was a physical component to it.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
So now, like Sarah said, we've got Tyler and Casey. They're going to battle it out. Both of them are feeling good and feeling like they're guaranteed a spot in the final 2 right now. Like,
so let's break this down,
let's
guys.
break this down because I think
Here we are.
Yeah. I agree that if Casey wins, then we are guaranteed a Tyler and Casey final 2. I agree with that.
Yes, that is guaranteed. If we have learned nothing about Casey, we have learned that she is loyal.
Yes.
That is the one thing she has proven. So,
and she seems like genuinely excited to be able to fulfill this final 2 deal from the stuff we've seen over the past like week and a half or so.
Yes.
She's very much like, man, it's been you and me from the beginning.
Their bond is like Cody and Derek.
Yeah.
I don't know which one is which in her mind, but the 2 of them from the beginning, making it to the final 2. In her head, it's perfect.
Right. And like, I feel like maybe I would sort of get caught up in the poeticness of that too.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, because you don't know what kind of deal you're making and with whom on day 2 of Big Brother. You don't know these people at all.
No.
So the idea that like, whoa,
it actually could work out.
I picked like a good egg on day 2. Like, this is crazy. But
that is crazy.
I think it would also be crazy for her to bring Tyler to the final 2, but that's going to happen.
Right. She's doing it no matter what.
Yeah.
And we'll break down the votes to that in a second. But let's say Tyler wins final HOA.
I honestly don't know what's going to happen.
You guys, I don't know what's going on with that either. And here's the thing. On the internet, it seems like most of you guys think it's a given that he's taking Casey. I do not feel like it's a given.
Listen.
I don't know what he's going to do.
I totally agree. I think Tyler is classic Big Brother. Expect the unexpected.
Yes.
Like, I don't necessarily think he's as loyal to Casey as she is loyal to him. That's how he set himself up in this game the whole time. He had so many final 2 deals.
Right.
So like, I think Tyler is going to be looking out for what is the smartest game move, what is going to guarantee me a win. And again, we'll break down the votes shortly, and I think probably Tyler's going to win in either case, but I think Tyler will probably go the safer route to make sure he gets $500,000, and I think that's JC.
Tyler knows this game so well.
Yeah.
He's a super fan. So I question a super fan taking the person who is going to challenge his win.
Yeah, right.
One person doesn't challenge the win as much as the other person.
Yeah.
So wouldn't he want to take JC?
Right.
Because it's an easier win. So I just think, I don't know. I'm not saying he's taking JC.
Right.
I'm saying I don't know what Tyler's going to do because first off, he don't tell us.
Yeah.
He, in conversations, is nodding along with both of them.
Yeah.
You know, JC's like, you're taking me. And he's like, And then Casey's like, we got this. And he's like, So I honestly can't tell. Like, he doesn't give off a more truthful vibe to either person, in my opinion.
Yeah. Now, the one thing, I think it was in Sunday's episode that we sort of got a little bit of insight into Tyler's head, and he said something about, like, I want to show the jury that I'm not afraid to sit next to another strong player at the end. There was some kind of comment like that recently.
And he has said that before in another diary room where he was like, I want to be with another good player. Right. And I was like, wait, but do you?
Do you really? Like,
because that's not necessarily a smart decision.
Right. And I don't know how much I trust those like DR, you know, interviews, because they're, you know, saying things for the camera and like keeping things suspenseful for the audience sometimes. So I'm not sure that I like fully buy the fact that he's going to bring the other really strong player to the final 2. Yeah. As a student of Big Brother.
In reality, in those DR sessions, they will say, so tell me, like, why, if you were to choose Casey, tell me why. And he'd be like, because I want to take, you know, I want to play against a strong competitor. And then they'll be like, now tell me why, if you choose JC, like, why would you take JC? And then he'd be like, I want an easy win. But they cut that part out and we don't ever see that part.
They can air whatever they want.
Exactly. So, like, I'm not saying that's his full-on belief, that's it.
Right.
Or maybe it is.
Right. Who knows?
We don't know. Yeah, and that's what's exciting about this week's finale.
Yeah. But let's break down the votes here, because I do think last week I was like, I think Tyler and Casey have an equal chance and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But really, when you get down to counting the votes, I'm not so sure.
I know. I was just saying all 3 of them have a case to win. But when you start thinking about who's in the jury, I don't actually think JC has much of a case at all. Yeah. Because we saw a little bit of what he did. Yeah. Even though he only has 1 win on his resume, he got Scotty out. Yeah. Like, he's done some things. Yeah. But the house ain't gonna care when he's sitting next to Casey or Tyler.
Exactly. That's the point. If JC were sitting next to Sam.
Fessy.
Right.
Why did he ever get rid of Fessy?
Thank you.
That was his ticket to win.
That's right. If he were sitting next to Fessy in the final two, hello, JC has a great case to win.
Or Sam, yeah.
But I think sitting next to Tyler or Casey, everything just sort of evaporates, and the good work that JC did all season just doesn't really stack up against what Tyler and Casey did.
All right, let's say Casey takes Tyler or Tyler takes Casey.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yes.
A lot of people think there's a bitter jury.
Yeah.
And we did see Bailey sort of being like,
And Rockstar sort of being like, ugh, Tyler. Yeah.
We saw Sam sort of figuring some things out about Tyler. He's not the angel she thought.
Yeah.
And obviously Brett is burned by Tyler.
Yeah.
But are they really bitter, you guys?
Right.
I don't know.
And how long are they going to stay bitter? You know, because there are people, I think, like Haley and like Scotty on the jury who really respect gameplay. Even if they got stabbed in the back, they know that's part of Big Brother, and they'll be there talking to these jurors, you know, getting in their heads about certain things. So like, how long do you really hold on to a grudge against Tyler, I think is the question that we have to ask here.
The reason that BB20 stands apart and is better than some seasons is because all of these people came to play. They weren't all great players.
Right.
Some of them tried really hard and failed really easily.
Spectacularly.
Yes. But they still wanted to play. And that was what was fun to watch.
Yeah.
So now that they're in the jury, I have to feel like they're going to be like, who played this game?
Yeah. Right.
And not be as bitter as we might have speculated before. So here's what I say. That maybe Bailey and Rockstar give it to Casey.
Yep.
They have just enough anger towards Tyler that the two of them have equal comp wins.
Yeah.
They give it to Casey.
I agree.
But then that's about that.
Yeah.
I feel like Scotty is gonna respect Tyler's gameplay because he worked with Tyler and now he's learned that Tyler was doing even more.
Yep.
Then I think Haley is in a similar boat where she had an inkling in the house that Tyler was doing more than she thought.
Yeah.
And now she's learned, so she's going to respect his gameplay and vote for him, which means Fessy's going to follow suit, I think. Fessy's going to do whatever Haley's going to do.
Probably.
And then Brett and Angela are both kind of in the same boat of like they worked with both Casey and Tyler.
Yeah.
And they know that they were all a part of doing most of the work all summer.
Yeah.
But don't you think they lean towards Tyler? They saw Tyler doing more.
And Angela, hello, she wants to get $500,000 to her boyfriend.
She loves
for sure.
She loves some guy.
And I think, you know, Brett had a final two with Tyler, but he didn't have a final two with Casey. So I think he saw in the game Tyler as a more valuable player.
Yeah.
Now, I think Sam is kind of a wild card.
Oh my gosh. Sam is a wild card. We can't even speculate on what Sam's gonna do because we don't know.
But Sam's whole game all along was honesty and being straightforward, and maybe she'll look at this and say like Casey was the more honest player, so I'm gonna give her the win. So maybe that's a third vote for Casey.
Right.
Maybe JC is gonna be bitter because Tyler just cut him and JC thought that he had this final two with Tyler. And so maybe JC votes for Casey. So that's 4 votes for Casey. Then she just has to get one more person to flip, you know, maybe Fessy.
Yeah, see, I think those 4 that you just mentioned are ifs, right?
Yeah. It's a lot of ifs for Casey. Yes.
Exactly. So Sam is connected to Casey. From the beginning, it was Casey and Tyler and Sam. Like, they had this little threesome, and we saw it later play out where she was like, I can't vote against Casey.
Yeah.
So if she feels burned by Tyler, she'll give Casey the vote, right?
Yeah, right.
But that only gives Casey 4, and I think Tyler has 5, and then he wins.
Yeah.
So that's if she can even get 4.
Yeah, right. There are just, I think, too many ifs for Casey.
Yeah.
But who knows? You know, maybe Bailey will be super convincing in the jury house of arguing for Casey to win because she played a cleaner game.
Yeah. So if Bailey can convince Haley, then I think Haley and Fessy could go that way.
Yeah.
But I think that that's a long shot. I'm going to give their votes to Tyler, I think.
I think Tyler will pull it out too against Casey.
Now, if Tyler for some reason cuts Casey and brings JC, I honestly don't know of anyone who'll vote for JC except maybe Fessy?
Maybe Fessy, maybe Sam again.
Right.
Because you just never know with Sam. But I think...
But I just don't feel like Sam would be... I mean, she liked JC, so it's not a big deal for her to vote for JC. I don't know. I would be shocked if Sam were like, I hate Tyler.
Right. Yeah. Even when she showed up in the jury house, it didn't seem like she came in like raging against any one particular person. The game was over, and I think Sam has like decompressed a little bit, and I don't think she'll be harboring any bad blood for Tyler.
She knows he did it for a win, so she's like, I hate that he did this, but I should still vote for my best friend Tyler.
Totally.
Right? Doesn't that sound like Sam?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So as much as I'm excited that these three made it, because I think they're all worthy players, and I really loved Casey from the beginning and was rooting for her to like show up, and then she showed up, and I've been rooting for her.
Yeah.
I don't know that she has the votes.
I don't either. And the thing that I think puts Tyler over the edge with the jury, and also with me, I think, is that he just was present the whole game.
Right.
He was in the decision. Like, Casey, I think, came alive after she was a pawn 2 weeks in a row on the block, right? And survived being a pawn 2 weeks. And that's when things started really, like, getting put into motion with her. She started winning comps, and she showed she can win comps back to back to back. But the fact that she kind of was under the radar for the first half of the season, I don't think that does her any favors compared to someone like Tyler, who was in there from the beginning, you know, manipulating people and making things happen.
She didn't play a lot of those vetoes in the beginning, so I think that factors in as well.
Absolutely.
It appeared to us she was doing nothing, but she didn't have as many opportunities.
That's a fair point.
But if we look at the people she actually got out, she definitely got Sam out on her HOH, right? That was her HOH that got Sam out.
Yes.
And then I could maybe give her credit for getting Rockstar out because she was a part of that argument with Brett.
And she won the hacker that week.
Right, she won hacker, right.
Yeah.
So I can give her partial credit for that eviction.
And then maybe partial credit for Angela.
Right, so she was the sole vote to get Angela out. But then if you talk about the people that like Tyler got out, I mean, we started with Swaggy on day 2.
Yeah, Swaggy C.
I mean, honestly, we start with Steve, but like, he's not a threat that we're worried about.
Right.
But like, he got Swaggy out on day 2 and went from there, and I'm just like, ooh, that's a real solid resume right there.
Yep. So he really started his game off strong and kind of kept it up the whole game. There were a couple of weeks where he didn't necessarily get his way, but neither Tyler nor Casey were ever on the wrong side of the vote. They always voted for the person who ended up getting evicted if they had a vote to cast.
Right.
Yeah, I just think it's got to be Tyler.
Look, I'm not going to be upset if either Casey or Tyler win.
No.
If the jury comes out swinging and is like, anyone but Tyler, then that's fine. Casey can win.
Yeah.
Or JC, I guess.
I guess.
But I'm okay with Tyler winning too. He definitely played a really good game.
He did. So here we are. It is almost the finale. We'll find out very soon who gets picked to go to the final two.
I can't wait for this finale. I'm so excited, and I really want to hear what you guys think.
Yes.
I mean, do you think it's a guarantee that Tyler takes Casey?
Yeah. And
is this just us?
Right.
Like, what?
And how are you guys counting the votes in the jury? I'm curious to know what you think about that too.
Do you think Casey could get the votes? I would love to hear that.
Let us know what you think, and we'll see you soon for the finale.
Okay, bye.
Bye.